Sitting in our studio, she is the design manager for Woolworths. It is that time of the year where we're counting down to Christmas, the 1st of December, when our trees are supposedly to be up and the house becomes festive. So, Kay, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Lana.
Let's get into it. I mean, this looks amazing. Look at our tree that's in our studio, and there's lots of decor everywhere as we're celebrating Christmas this morning. But what's the inspiration behind Woolworths and decorating it festive this year?
We basically choose a few different themes to cater for lots of different taste levels. So we have a classic white theme that we add little bits of color, or silver and pewter, which are really hot this year. Metallics are great. They're really, really hot, and they have been for a few years. But now the new color is rose gold, which looks amazing, and that's carried through from fashion and jewelry. And then we have a artisanal story, which is really exciting this year, which is a lot of locally handmade products. Crafted woodland animals, beautiful eucalyptus reeds. So that's really beautiful. And then we combine that with like a Nordic Scandi look.
I like how you're talking through it, and it makes me almost think, even though there's a lot that you mentioned, that we're keeping it streamlined and simple. You know, the basic colors are red gold and, of course, the rose gold that you mentioned, and silver.
Yeah.
But what's our focus point? I mean, what do we concentrate on when decorating the house? I mean, where do you start?
With the tree. With the tree. And the first thing is to put the tree in a great focal point in your house, and then start adding the lights, because I think lights on a Christmas tree are really, really important. And there's so many different ways of putting lights on. It's not just the normal fairy lights anymore. We've got an amazing range of Christmas lights at Woolworths. Little stars, balls, little houses. They really, really are amazing.
And it makes me think, I mean, when we used to put up a tree as kids, the first thing you want to do is you would just want to get that star up. You know, clearly that's not the way to do it. What advice do you have when it comes to decorating the tree?
Okay, I think what the most important thing is to find the right place in your house. It'll create a beautiful focal point. Then you fluff up the tree, and you make sure that the branches are at 45-degree angles.
45?
Yeah, so that's going to make the most beautiful impact for the baubles to hang on the tree.
Right.
Then once the tree's up, you add the lights.
And it should probably be close to a plug point.
Absolutely. But we do have battery-operated lights. So if you don't have a place in your house where it's close to a plug point, then you can use battery-operated lights. And then you start adding the bigger baubles first, your favorite ones, at the front. And then once your big ones are on, then you start adding the smaller ones, and you can put them closer to the trunk as well.
It makes me think that when we decorated the tree, it would have beautiful decorations in the front, and at the back it's almost leeg, it's empty.
Yeah,
you know,
because you run out of decorations.
Yeah. And you kind of put everything in the front. I mean, take me through it. There's probably different methods of doing it. Here we have our beautiful tree. How would we add some finishing touches to it?
Basically, you just have to see, once you've finished with the tree, where there are gaps and spaces in there, and then you just keep adding little ones right at the end, or big ones, or go out to Woolworths and buy some more if you haven't got enough.
I see you've even got little birdies in yours.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Birds and animal figurines and animal shapes are very, very important.
What about, you know, do's and don'ts when it comes to your tree? I'm thinking small kids, I'm thinking what does it stand on, especially now you mentioned battery-operated lights, which is probably easier.
Yeah. You know, if you have small kids, I'd avoid putting the glass balls close to the bottom.
Right.
Because they can't help themselves, you know, it's all shiny and special, and they won't pick it off. So either put them further into the tree that they can't get them, so that they can't drop and break, because that would obviously be a problem. But otherwise, just to make sure that the tree is balanced and stabilized on the floor. And then, you know, there are things that you can put at the bottom to make sure that your tree is stable. And if you've used a tree like this one, you can cover it with some fabric, a tree skirt or something to make it look a little bit prettier, so you don't have the metal legs showing.
Well, listen, the Woolworths windows are looking beautiful. So to you, Merry Christmas. Thank you for making me an expert in decorating trees this morning. Well, it is Expresso Amanda's in our studio. We're decorating trees. There's festive everything, and there's a chance for you to win. Guys, who's winning next?